Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So yesterday we got our new event in NHL 21, the Dynamic Duo Volume 2, and we went over all of the cards and the sets and everything like that. But today's video I want to do what we did with the other events, and that's break down all of the master set items and see which ones you should target, which ones you should avoid that aren't worth the price, that kind of thing. So let's get into the video, guys. Before we go any further though, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Closing in on 20,000 subs would mean a lot if you did subscribe, and make sure you hit the notification bell as you'll get the immediate notification whenever my daily NHL content goes live. So thank you guys again for all the support. Let's get into the video. All right, guys, so first coming in at number 6 is the 90 Matthias Ekholm, 6'4", 215. That is elite size. Here's the issue. Shutdown is not a synergy that anyone really has activated. It would, you know, it's a synergy you would have to try and get players for. All of the top players that you use that, you know, you've gone after in the prior events, they don't really have it. So it would take a pretty obscure team to have that on. And then even if it did, you're really just making a 93 body check and go up to 96 when he's already 6'4", so he's going to destroy people off the puck regardless. Shot blocking is not a stat that you want to focus on because that's more in tune with the AI, and if they're going to drop down and actually block a shot, which is so infrequent and random. Obviously, slap shot accuracy is nice, and puck control, but the other two just not really going to do much, and you're not going to have it. Swarm as well. Swarm I'm trying to activate on my own team, but the only advantage that I think that Swarm has over all the other synergies, you know, outside of the big three, is that it only takes 8 to activate it to give you +4 to agility, as well as defensive awareness and stick checking, which are two important defensive stats. Hand-eye, obviously, not really going to worry about that one, but the other two are worth it. But again, it's so far down the totem pole, and when it comes to synergies, that you pretty much have a card master set item that has that's a synergy hole for you. At 6'4", he's obviously incredible in his own zone, but only 84 speed. So if you have distributor activated, that makes it 87, which is nice. His shot is fine, 93 power, 84 accuracy. Just not enough. I mean, you're trying to get a card that's going to cost you a ton to make, or if you packed them, you're gonna, you know, obviously hold on to a ton of coins you could make. So that is why he checks in at number 6 among the master set item. All right, coming in at number 5 is Henrik Sedin. So 6'2", which isn't bad at all. The main selling point of this card is the distributor synergy. So it boosts his speed up to 88, which is okay. The problem is he only got 84 on the draw. Let's pretend that you got the Bergeron in the Lit versus Grit synergy. He's far behind that in terms of centers. He's far behind Gretzky. He's far behind Noble or Marcel Nobels as well. So, I mean, that's like 4th on the pecking chart because those were all kind of the cards that you went after in those events. So, I mean, even if you only have 2 of them, that's still going to be your 3rd center off the board because of his face-off rating. Now, Distributor is a valuable synergy, the most valuable in my opinion, but his shot all averaged around 90. The one thing I will say, passing and puck control being at 99, as well as his offensive awareness, is a huge selling point, obviously. But again, I think that there's the really important stats that you want. So he's got great peripheral stats that you want on your card, so like the passing, puck control, all that kind of stuff, as well as his defensive awareness and stick checking. But his speed is low. You're gonna want to play. You're probably gonna play him on the wing if you are someone who's kind of hut rich, because again, those centers, there's far better center options. But his wrist shot's only 90. So again, while it's a fantastic card, don't hear what I'm not saying. It's a great card. It's just when you're ranking these ones, and because they cost so much to make, you can't really be wasting it. And then passing playmaker, again, a synergy that you're not trying to actively chase, is just kind of wasted because you get 4 to passing, but he's already got 99 passing. You get slap shot accuracy, which is nice, up to 94. And then and stick checking, which is good as well, but it's already at 93. So just not a big fan of the Henrik Sedin card, but he checks in at number 5. And then, obviously, we've got the Daniel Sedin, which does have a few trade-offs. So, again, distributor on. He's a little bit faster at 89 speed. The thing I like about Daniel Moore is that he is going to be a winger. 82 faceoffs. Again, there's going to be better centermen for you. So you're going to put him on the wing. He has that 96 shot accuracy, which is obviously great. Passing and puck control at 96 with distributor on. Offensive awareness is 98. Defensive awareness and stick checking at 90, 91 is great. So just a really well-rounded card no matter what. So just slightly better than his brother Henrik's card. But he checks in at number 4. While I think that it's really cool they put the Sedins into this set, and, you know, obviously they were some of the best players when they played, it's just not an exciting card when you compare them to other ones. Like, I have a blast using Teuvo Teravainen from the last event, and that's who he's really going up with. The same with the base Connor McDavid. Like, this is roughly the same stats outside of the hand stats being far improved, but obviously a fraction of the cost. Coming in at number 3 is the 90 Roman Josi from the Predators. And again, just like Ekholm, obviously, the synergies, not a huge fan of him. But when you take away the synergies, if you have distributor activated, which a lot of the players, if you're watching these videos, you're trying to get distributor activated, that'd be 90 speed with 88 agility, 86 acceleration, 90 balance, and 95 endurance. That's great skating stats for a defenseman in this game's meta. And then his slap shot power 93 with a wrist shot accuracy slap shot accuracy of 87 is fantastic. I have found that it is really effective to just walk in from the point and let her go, as opposed to the D2D one-timer in this game. And then you look across there on the hand stats, 82 offensive awareness, passing puck control at 92 and 93, and then defensive awareness 94, stick checking 94, and body checking at 88 to go with the 6-1 frame. This is a fantastic left-handed defenseman card. Now, we're going to see an alternative, but if you don't have, like, Heiskanen, or Paul Coffey, like, this is a great left-handed defenseman. I have to do my best of all positions video after, because, I want to update it since the new event. I don't know if I'd rather have... I think I'd rather have Roman Josi than Paul Coffey just off the bat, but he has distributor, so that really adds value to him. He's not better than Heiskanen, I can tell you that, so you're looking at least a second pairing if you have Heiskanen, which just isn't really worth the value, but he checks in at number 3. And then at number 2, we've got the 90 Alexander Barkov with the Howitzer synergy. Again, Spark, not one you're really going to activate, just off the bat until cards get multiple synergies. Again, distributor is the one you want to go for, which means that Spark it's going to be, I don't even know if you'd be able to do it. It'd be extremely difficult. But anyways, has Howitzer, which is a big boost because, again, +3 to speed. If you have distributor, that's 90. Then agility is at 90 as well. Wrist shot power is great. Slap shot power is great. Everything's above 90 there. Hand stats all above 92. And face-offs at 88. Body checking at 88. He's 6'3". This is an extremely well-rounded card. The reason why I have him at number 2 is because a ton of people would have already gotten Bergeron or Nobels, and if you got them in that set, or if you did those cards, he's going to be behind them in my opinion. So again, the same situation with Henrik and Daniel, that there's other cards that have already come out that people focused on acquiring. So a lot of my viewers, a lot of you guys probably have those, which kind of diminishes Barkov value. He is fantastic, one of the best, and right in line. It's just, if you already have Nobels, if you already have Bergeron, or you already have Gretzky, it's just, do you need another center with roughly the same stats and only 88 face-off? That's a great face-off stat, but Gretzky has 90, Bergeron and Nobels is over 90. That's why. So, if Spark was distributor, we'd be talking about a completely different thing because that would add a lot of value, but for now, he checks in at number 2 in this event. And then number 1 is the 90 overall Aaron Ekblad, 6'4", 215, elite size with the Howitzer synergy. Is a right-handed shot, which, is a lot more rare to acquire. He's got 90 speed with distributor, it's 93, agility is 94, endurance is 97, so he's not slowing down at all. His slap shot power is 95, which is fantastic. All of his hand stats that are important, so offensive awareness, passing, puck control at 92, and then stick checking and defensive awareness at 94 and 93. Combine that with the fact he's got 91 body checking at 6'4" means that in the defensive zone, you are going to be able to bump everyone off the puck. Here is the issue. Say you didn't get Nobels in the last event and you got John Carlson. That is going to determine the ranking of these guys. So if you went John Carlson in the last event, Barkov would be the guy I would choose between the two, because the difference between John Carlson and Ekblad is not that big. However, if you didn't have Nobels and say you're using Gretzky, Barkov would be the better play. So that's what I want to base it on, because, having a 90 overall elite card as your second pairing right defenseman, just not nearly as valuable as having an elite centerman. So there's going to be context as to what card you should pick, but that's what I say. If you got John Carlson and not Nobels in the last event, which was the right play, I would go with Barkov over Aaron Ekblad. If you didn't, if you went Nobels, or maybe you don't have any of them, you didn't get Carlson in the last event, it was only a week long, Aaron Ekblad is 100%, because he would be the best right-handed shot defenseman in the game. So Again, keep that in mind. John Carlson obviously gets that boost from having the best synergy combo currently, which is Distributor and Howitzer, guys. So that is the rankings for the Master Set items in this event. So let's just talk sets and pricing and whatnot, because I feel like a lot of you are going to ask me that. I get a ton of the questions in my prior video as well as on Twitch today. So it's going to cost you 10 10 gold collectibles to make an untradeable 8 and 90 overall, and it will cost you 12 to make the tradable one. Same thing applies. If you are dead set on getting one of these cards, I would, try and do the untradeable. Now, 12 is getting up there, because that's about 600,000 in pricing, in value, to make and get the gold collectibles. Here is the thing about this event, guys. While I love the cards, I also need to point out, guys, the only one, in my opinion, that's even close to having value in doing these sets is Ekblad and Barkov. Because 20 gold collectibles, that's basically 1 million coins. So you have to be hut rich. And then you have to realize that while you're getting to Elite 91s, they're untradeable. And, who's to say that Ekblad gets an update near the end of the year? I would think that Barkov might have another event you might be able to trade up for at some point, but Barkov isn't the best center now. So, he's going to keep getting pushed down as these new events come in terms of who the best centers are. I would not do any of these. The only one I would even consider is this Ekblad and Barkov one, but again, I would not do any of these guys. So, here's what I have to say about this event. I love, how they're doing obscure players. I think, recognizing, just like in the last event, we had Linus Ullmark, who I love in net, by the way. Just some obscure things, and while it's like, oh my god, these random players like Tara Vinen, man, there's a lot of Carolina Hurricanes fans. There's a lot of Buffalo fans that don't, they don't have a Connor McDavid, so they can't just keep releasing the top-end guys. So I like that they're highlighting other teams throughout the year, like Florida and Nashville. That's kind of cool, and then obviously doing the Sedins is great. However, for this event, this is almost an event where I would try and catch up on Gretzky and Mario. So a lot of the questions I get is, hey, the event's about to end. Should I give up trying to get Mario and Gretzky this event and make sure I get John Carlson, for example? That was a question I got a ton of in the last event. It was, hey, I'm very close to Mario, but John Carlson's only in an event for a week. What should I do? I said, hold off on making Mario. He's not going anywhere. Make sure you get John Carlson before the event is. There is no must-have card in this event unless you didn't get Nobels, Bergeron, or Gretzky, or John Carlson. So if you didn't get any of those guys, then Ekblad or Barkov is a card that you want to have. You need to try and get before the event ends, but you get 2 weeks. But this is a time where you can catch up on icons, in my opinion. So if you want to throw your golds from rivals and squad battles and all that into icon collectibles, now's the time to do it. And I would definitely recommend it. Is Wayne and Mario, obviously 2 great cards. I would try and make sure you have them. And again, these guys will upgrade throughout the year. They'll get their silver master icon upgrade as well as their gold, so they will stay relevant, guys. So I just wanted to put all that out there. If you have any questions, make sure you leave it in the comment section down below. And please subscribe, guys. I'm almost at that 20,000 mark. If you have any questions and you want to watch some gameplay live, make sure you check me out on Twitch, 10 a.m. Eastern Time every single day. Twitch link is down below. I'll see you guys next time.